right, in this video, we are going to practice creating and applying a credit memo. The exercise is going to be over here on the right-hand side, and this is pulled from our basic level ProAdvisor certification course. If you would like more information about it, there is a link below in the description. Feel free to click on that after we go through the exercise, but let's see what our scenario will be for today. Craig recently did some pest control work for Bill's windsurf shop for $35 along with his regular weekly gardening. Later, Bill called to complain that they were still experiencing a pest problem. So Craig agreed to credit the last application and do another one the next time he comes by. So let's create the credit memo and apply it to Bill's invoice. You will need to be in the sample company to do this exercise. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link below in the description. I have the sample company pulled up here on the left-hand side of the screen. This specifically is the dashboard. So let's get started with the exercise. First, we will need to create the credit memo. So to do this, we need to click on the plus new button and then select the credit memo. So the plus new button is up here on the top left-hand corner. Click on that. And then under customers, you're going to select credit memo. Now, when this pulls up, we are going to go ahead and fill it out. In the customer field, let's select Bill's Windsurf Shop. That is this field right here. Click that down arrow. You can see he's the second one listed. Go ahead and click on his name. His information will populate. On the first line under product service, we're going to select pest control. That is this right here. Click into it 2 times. You can start typing in pest for pest control to have that pop up for you. Go ahead and click on it once you do. In the description field, we're going to type refund and reapply next week. So delete what is currently there in the description field and then retype in there refund and reapply next week. The quantity is showing as 1, the rate is 35, which as you remember from the scenario is how much he is crediting back to Bill. So everything is looking good here. We just simply need to click on the down arrow next to save and send to save and close this. Click that down arrow right here and then save and close. And now that credit memo has been saved. So let's see how this has been applied to Bill's open invoice. To get there, we're going to go from the left navigation bar and hover over sales, then select customers. The left navigation bar is this black area right here. Hover over sales, and then we're going to select customers. Now we want to go ahead and find Bill's Windsurf Shop and then click on his name. That again, it happens to be the second one right here. Go ahead and click on his name to get his customer profile to appear. Now you may get some pop-ups. It's just QBO trying to be extra helpful. We'll just go ahead and click out of those. We will not be using them or looking at them for this exercise. Now, a few things to note here. Let me go ahead. If you have this bar here on this side open, feel free to click the line that had the 3 lines and the arrow to collapse it so that you can see more of the information here. Because my screen is shortened, I have to do a little bit more scrolling. Yours may fit the entire screen. So note here that the credit memo transaction displays in the list of Bill's transactions. That is right here. You see that credit memo. Also note that the credit memo has been converted to a payment by QBO. We'll look a little bit closer than that in the next step. And that is that right here, that payment. And it's showing right here in this memo line created by QB Online to link credits to charges. Now let's go ahead and click on the invoice 1027. That is this one right here. Click on that. And when you do, you'll get this little pop-out window that appears here. You'll notice that the invoice reflects a payment of $35 right here. So let's take a little bit closer look at that payment. Go ahead and click on View Payment right here. And when you do, you will see that the invoice is showing here and that payment is showing as well. Now, this is the payment transaction that QBO automatically created when we saved that credit memo. Note that the payment was automatically applied to invoice 27. So the open balance was showing, right here, this is the original amount. Here's the open balance. That $35 payment is that credit memo that we just created. So we're just going to click on the X on the top right corner to exit out of this. Now, as an important note here, QBO automatically applied the credit memo to Bill's outstanding invoice because of a setting in account and settings. Most companies already have this turned on, but to turn it off, you'd go to the gear icon right here, you'd click on account and settings, you would go to the advanced tab right here, and then click in the automation section, you would turn off automatically apply credits. You would click into it, turn off the toggle, and then click save so that it is turned off. Now, if you do this, you will have to create your own receive payment transaction and apply the memo manually. So it's always a good idea to check this out before you're creating a credit memo, so that you have the ability to see if you are going to have it automatically applied or if you are going to need to turn it on right here. But that is it. That is how you would create and apply a credit memo. Now, if you liked this exercise and you want to do more like it, or you would like more information about that basic level ProAdvisor certification course, be sure to click on the link below in the description, and I will see you in the next exercise.